Go ahead, buddy. Nailed it. Good job, buddy. Hey, RealHunters, Nick here, and I'm with two of my favorite people in the world. I got my Ryker, my 6-year-old son here, and Riley, my 8-year-old daughter, and we are out here at our cabin in West Texas, and it's the end of August. We're getting ready for deer season, so we've got a pretty big work weekend here coming up. We've got to fill some feeders, clear some shooting lanes, clean out the blinds, just make sure everything's ready to go come the beginning of October when we start hunting up here. But also this time of year, we try to knock down some of our hog population. So we're going to be doing a little bit of pig hunting out here as well. And before we start getting after it this weekend, just wanted to do a quick video. Keith did one on the rifle that he picked out for his son Ryker. He also has a son Ryker and a daughter Riley, which is a pretty neat antidote for our friendship there. But I spent a good amount of time researching. Both of these guys are at an age where they're going to start shooting. They haven't killed their first animal yet, and we're going to try to change that this year. But I had several rifles to choose from in my safe back home, but none of them really met the criteria that I wanted these guys to start hunting out with. So there were really 4 things, and I'm going to go over those things that I considered in picking out a rifle. But what we have here is what I landed on. This is the Ruger AR-556 platform, chambered in .350 Legend. So I picked this up last year. Both the kids have done some videos with the bog pod, shooting at the range, getting them some practice. But took a lot of research before I landed on this platform, and there were really 4 things that I looked into. The first thing that I wanted from a rifle for them, now they're pretty tall, slender, but Ryker's about 48 inches, Riley's about 4 inches taller than that. And the rifles that I had, their arms just really couldn't reach the trigger to make it a truly comfortable rifle to shoot on any of the weapons that I have. And I didn't want to get them a youth model rifle that they would grow out of in a few years. So I wanted to look at something that had an adjustable buttstock. So on here, you have a Magpul Mag SL adjustable buttstock on here. I can put it all the way down for Ryker. Riley's, I back it up a little bit, and I can back it all the way out for when I'm shooting this rifle as well. So they feel real comfortable when they're able to shoot this weapon. They can reach the trigger with good form. And the adjustable buttstock was really something I look for that a lot of AR platforms carry. The second thing that I really wanted to consider here is a lower recoil weapon. The last thing that I wanted to do is have these guys developing bad habits because a rifle kicked too hard, or they develop flinch because of a high recoil weapon. So a lot of the AR type platforms, a lot of the energy and gas goes to ejecting the spent round. And this one's no different. It's pretty smooth shooting, pretty low recoil for the caliber of bullet that it is. So low recoil. So adjustable stock, low recoil. The third thing that I wanted good knockdown power. So I had them both shooting .223s, and they were real comfortable with that, but I just didn't really feel comfortable with them shooting some of the game animals that we have out here with a .223. So with the .350 Legend, you have a 35 caliber bullet that is going to put a pretty good whack on anything they shoot, put a big hole in it. The one downside is that after about 150, 200 yards, that bullet starts dropping a lot, but the ballistics are pretty good out to there. So from 50 to 150 yards, you're really only looking at about a inch and a half of compensation either way for bullet drop. From if it's zeroed at 100 yards, the factory ammo says really from 100 yards to 200 yards, you're dropping about 6 inches. But the reality is these guys aren't going to be shooting much more than 50 to 100 yards anyways to start out. So I felt good with a little bit lower recoil, higher caliber round that was good out to 200 yards. We've got ammo for them at 150 grain and 180 grain that is going to be more than enough to take down any animals out here. So that was the third thing, good knockdown power. Fourth thing that I wanted is something that just didn't really blow their eardrums out when they shot. So something I could manage sound with. And for this platform, it came with a factory muzzle brake on it. And after shooting it a couple times, it was just way too loud. We were using hearing protection, but just the noise, the concussion of it shooting, I decided to go ahead and put a suppressor on here. And as you can see, we got a suppressor on the end of it. I went with the SilencerCo Hybrid 46M. So most suppressors go up to about 30 cal, and then they jump to a higher caliber to incorporate 45 long Colt, 45 ammunition. So this is a little larger diameter suppressor than that would truly make this a silenced round for subsonic ammo, but it does a really good job. We've been shooting it without hearing protection, and it really does a good job knocking down hypersonic or normal hunting ammo on here. So we've got this 350 Legend set up with it being on the bog pod. It checked all the boxes for low recoil, good knockdown power, adjustable stock, and something that I could easily put a suppressor on. So these guys are going to shoot a little bit more at the range, and then you guys ready to go do some pig hunting?
Yes.
Yeah?
Yes.
They're ready to go? All right, we'll see what we can do. Yeah, go ahead, buddy. Nailed it. Good job, buddy. Hang in. See if you can hit it like that.